Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? You already know what time it is. Today I got a banger for y'all. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know I'm doing a V-Bucks giveaway at 200 subs. So go hit that sub button if you're rocking with me, and let's get straight into this video. Okay guys, so last video I dropped, I showed you guys how to get easy wins in Season 7. And if you haven't already, you should go check that out. So today, I thought I'd bring you guys a video on how to get high kill games to help you guys out there who are still struggling to get more than 10 kills, because I know there are a lot of you guys. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is game modes, because the game mode you're playing can make a big difference. Solos is probably the hardest to get high kill games in. Like if you're aiming for a 20 bomb in solos, it's going to be pretty difficult compared to doing it in like squads or duos. And the reason being is because in solos, every fight you engage, you're only going up against one person. In duos or squads, every team you encounter is going to have 2 or more people, which gives you more opportunities for kills. And when going for high kill games, obviously you want to maximize the amount of opportunities you have for kills. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you guys. The best landing spot for high kill games will always be Tilted Towers, because for the past couple seasons, it has been the biggest hot drop on the map. So many people land here, and it gives you so many opportunities for kills if you can learn how to fight in Tilted. However, even though Tilted is hands down the best spot to land, it's not the only spot you can land. Look at the bus route and see where everyone else is jumping. These places are usually hot drops too. Some places I can recommend other than Tilted are Westworld, Pleasant Park, Retail Row, and even Salty Springs. These locations always have at least a couple players landing here, around like 4 to 6 I'd say. So wherever you land, you're going to want to aim for around 4 to 10 kills, leaving your starting area depending on how many kills you're trying to drop. So if you can leave with 4 to 6, that's pretty decent, and depending on how you play, you can have a really high kill game. If you can leave your starting area with 8 to 10, that's pretty much a recipe for a 20 bomb. In this gameplay, you're going to see I land at Paradise Palms and slay out the other 2 teams, and I leave with about 4 kills, which is pretty decent. The next tip I have for you guys is to use whatever you can to increase your mobility. The reason getting high kill games is hard nowadays is because people die off really quickly. So it's important to be able to find as many people as you can and kill them before someone else does. So I recommend using things like rifts, planes, launch pads, and even quad crashes to quickly look for teams. The last tip I have for you guys is to try and finish every engagement as fast as you can while taking as little damage as possible. This is something that's going to take you a while to learn, but it's what separates the decent players from the really good players. Being able to finish off a team within 30 seconds makes it less likely for you to get third partied, and making sure you don't take a lot of damage means you can save more heals for later on in the game. And these are 2 crucial things when going for high kill games. Okay, so now I'm going to try and break down the rest of my gameplay so that hopefully you guys can understand what's going on through my head during the game. So right after we clean up the last team in Paradise, we use some rifts and rotate towards a team that's near retail to try and third party them. I land right behind them and laser the first guy. The second guy tries to launch pad away, but I get 2 nasty headshots on him for the kill. Right after we kill that team, the team that they were fighting tries to push us. I use the launch pad to reposition myself, and then I start to try and take high ground. I dropped down and finished that guy off pretty easily. Now you can see I just killed 3 people and I only took around 20 damage. So like I said before, try your best to minimize the damage you take. Really make it a point to try and emphasize this in your gameplay. Right after that, we start to rotate towards the next circle and we catch this team slipping from behind. I put some shots on the first guy and tag him up. Right after that, I build and try to stall while my teammate catches up.
The next squad right there.
My teammate gets a knock on the first guy, and then I come in to clean up the second guy. So again, that's another fight we barely took damage in.
There's the next team riding around.
Right after we kill that team, another team starts shooting us, trying to keep us outside of the circle. So I push up to reposition myself in the circle and then start taking shots at them. Right here, my teammate calls out that one of them is white, so I grapple in to try and clean him up.
I would damage them. Yo, there's somebody else pushing.
As soon as I drop that guy, another team pushes us from behind. So I try to build up to get high ground, but this tree fucked me up so bad, so I just boxed myself in until I knew where they were. I hear one directly below me, so I edit my floor and then pop out from the bottom and dirty the first guy. I go right back into my box and do the exact same thing to finish off his teammate.
Nice, you saved me still. Where are you?
So right here I'm trying to rotate towards the next circle and position myself on the high ground, but this team starts spamming me with rockets and dynamite. So when someone does this, what you want to do is spam build so they don't take any damage like you see here. Once I hear them stop, I know it means they're probably building up, so I start building up first to get high ground. I do a good job and put myself in a good position and tag the first guy up. The storm starts to push us and we both need to rotate, so I rotate from on top of them and then wait for my chance to attack. My teammate gets knocked, but I know that both of these guys are weak, so I drop down and finish the first one off quickly. I hear the second one potting up. He gets a nice little tag on me here, but I clean him up with a jump shot. I played this kind of bad. You can see I tried to build to block that shot, but it wasn't quick enough. So in this situation, I should have tried to build over top of him instead, and I probably wouldn't have got hit. But luckily I was able to come out on top anyway. So after we clean that team up, we position ourselves on the top of the hill and start pressuring the last team that's on the low ground. Lucky for us, the next storm is right behind us, which means this team has no choice but to push us. So right here, we just play it patient, making sure not to peek too much so that we do not get sniped. As soon as these guys start to push, that's when we get aggressive, and I put some good shots on the first guy and I finish him off in the storm. I see the second guy, I start lasering him and then clean him up for the easy kill. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that 15 kill game. If this video helped you at all, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.